hyped and ready to go to see the world champions take the stage, no matter how you shake it. But if you are an NRG fan, we were talking about this before, as we take a gander at that HyperX map select, and for Sheila Gaming, they're going to do their thing here. What do you make of these agents clashing against each other?
توقعت سايفر.
This is the one map in the pool that XLG
بس
are
كل جوي التيها جامد هنا مرة.
and it has not been great for them. This is at the top.
بس نيون يعني نيون تدرون انكم بس تلعبون نيون لو في سايفر بس اوه.
And that's something that XLG has sometimes lacked at these global events. That has sometimes crumbled as these events have gone on. They're going to need all of that and more here today. Let's get a little bit of an aggressive push for NRG down towards A. XLG going to leave their Killjoy on their own. 1-3-1 setup. Same thing they did the last time they played this map against AG.
Mana going for the entry, getting the spot out. Spam shots over to the corner, not unable to find it. No man pushing forward, will be able to come up with two.
Down A.
Kiko bring down the enemy KJ, but Spike now going to be recovered. Player advantage, swiftly taken away from XLG's hands, but then regained as Raga is able to find himself an elimination, but it's going to be Brock with that Sheriff. Delivering the pain, a 3K form. The Spike now in play. It's going to be WS Leo to try to see if he can clutch it out in the 1v2 to get the pistol under XLG's fingertips. NRG will be able to finish this one off.
Still some util for him to use here.
Basically the full kit, shock dart to the corner, the kill found. Brock dead, and then Kiko with 15 HP narrowly closes out the pistol in the favor of NRG.
Yeah, so NRG just walk it down long A. They meet zero resistance. They get a pretty good read. They've done a little bit of their homework. You know, XLG likes to play these pistol rounds where they're kind of in pivot positions, you know, planting 3 players in the middle of the map, trying to see if they can just react to what their opponent does. No man doing a great job. Just walking and getting point blank. You know, the desk was talking about how he can be really kind of feast or famine sometimes on those, you know, duelists, those entry duelists that he's usually playing. He just, you know, says, well, even though I'm playing KJ, I can still go a little entry.
Once again, NRG looking to just tackle this A side of the map. Leo, only one here for the time being. Gets himself tucked in just on that sewer exit. It looks like NRG, at least pumping the brakes, not calling for an evacuation quite just yet.
Just trying to suss out where the stack will end up being. You know, and you know as well, you might have some time here to talk about a few things, some things you're already seeing. Maybe there's some little pieces of difference in terms of, okay, well they were willing to put the KJ on A early. That's something that we need to be worried about.
خلص الراوند الأول. يلا قفلت.
Damage can be done by Leo.
Paranoia had not connected, but does get ping revealed out and taken very low by those nanos. So Scooper will quickly be able to go ahead and collect the elimination. Plant now to come through. 3-player wrap through that A connector side into heaven. As they will be able to note the flank, so no man going to be spotted out in Scuba.
NRG جاب البستل.
Backing away.
الماب من اختيارهم طبعا. NRG.
Doesn't want to give over that Sheriff. Looks like they're going to maybe try to funnel this kill into Mata's hands. XLG widely just set up to go down the final 3 to the spike as NRG looking to pull this off flawlessly. Does Mata push?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. The stinger?
Some noise from Raga to try to maybe draw him in. Try to see if they can find that elimination, but it's going to be Brock with the ghost. Able to find 1 kill. Will get taken down, so no flawless, but still damn clean. 2-0 start for NRG.
Yeah, so it's pretty steady stuff here for NRG. Some good baits and switches in that to try to, you know, funnel the kills the way they want to, you know, commit the early fights against the weaker weaponry. So if somebody's going to go down, at least it's those guns. And then they can come through with a very hefty buy into this bonus.
ايش يقولون NRG ولا XLG؟
Odin for Brock on this attacker's side. Already lined up over towards short A.
Here comes the pain. How much prep have they got? Studying every single wall bang angle. Trying to avoid them from this defender side.
ليش الوال كذا حق الفايبر؟ ليه مو مضيقة تكتين؟ أنا هين الأودن اشتغل. Broke! Hey!
Being held over towards B. Again, the KJ over on A, so something a little bit different. Kind of letting Happyway be the guy over on C. Try to be that annoying Viper to really lock down the site. Use that toxic screen to your advantage. But for
يا
now, it's
ولد
just
هذا هذا ما يلعب مع
not
تيم، ما يسخن مع تيم، يسخن لحاله، له
figure
كوتش
out
خاص فيه.
what the defensive formation looks like. Where's the util? They haven't seen too much.
XLG playing this one pretty close to the vest, but it looks like they're not going to scale forward towards this B site. Shock dart in, try to clear out any potential KJ util. Likely had heard the turret on that setup, so maybe they're anticipating that the lion's share of that util is going to be on the B site.
There's a pretty difficult little trap right outside of short A here.
Nano here.
Yeah.
This could get painful very quickly. Relay bolt, look for the sun
Wow,
into the corner.
yeah.
Scuba able to find
Wow,
that
yeah,
headshot.
execute
No man
البطل.
taken down.
30 seconds left.
Minor delay here as it's going to be a very last second pivot from NRG. Rotating across now in towards the B side of the map. 20 seconds remaining. Little TP forward into the site. Don't have
شوف مخرم الزاوية صح.
Going to be nearby to try to slow this up. The time is starting to get away from them.
Wow.
As Raga slides in, instantly finds one. Plant needing to be committed to. Ethan able to find that, but can't
العنب
get
ليش؟
out safely. Raga is still trying to poke and prod, get himself around the corner, get some line of sight. But his
ولكن
teammates die
أودن.
around him as Mana strikes him from behind, and Raga has to do it all.
اوه
3 kills, getting so very close.
لا لا في وقت
But Mana
معهم
finds
نيون
the
معهم.
finisher, and
أومن.
NRG find a bonus conversion.
This is a classic NRG round from a lot of what was so successful for
اليوتيوب
them in
فنان.
Americas, especially against MIBR, where they're going to poke and prod around the map. They're going to look like they're going to commit to something, and then they're going to make that last second rotation, but they're going to leave a player behind to keep
مرة ممتع.
pushing that direction that they rotated away from to get in behind their opponent. This time it's Mata. Keep your eyes on those kind of maneuvers. That's something that NRG loves to do on this map, and it's something they do incredibly well. Even when they lose a player early, they'll still commit to those flanks, to those lurks. They're so disciplined in their protocols, in the way they approach this attacker's side.
One of the things we were seeing from EDG in that opening series was those thrifties coming online. If XLG can find something like that here,
لا ويسوي سكيور للأوربس،
massive spark
ويسوون
is
برشر،
flame for the squad
بعدين
to
يضغط
rally
المكان
back
الثاني
into
ويتأكد ويسمع
the
ويشوف
tap.
شوف قاعدين شوف
Otherwise,
كيف
NRG
يتأكد ما حد مقدم.
getting themselves up 4-round wins very quickly as well. They just spam out that angle. Not sure if there was a bit of leg showing through or if it's just a game sense thing. Either way, Ethan keep himself on the board with that spam kill.
Oh boy,
Oh my God.
right over his head. Yeah, with that ult available as well, something NRG is happy to do is commit ults to post plants on their attacker sides or even on their defender side. A little bit of delay with the nano, but they're happy to do that against ecos. They want to make sure to secure them. Clear some util, showing some presence on the back side.
Trying to get this double insert on the flanks, but that KJ util spread out well enough. Get some of the early alerts. Oh, and Leo, just the timing found, waiting to hear that recon fly. Nice shot from No Man. We'll be able to clean up Ethan. Go for the tap. Team now trying to scale. Ride this Viper wall, and Heavyweight is able to find one. Mana planting his feet
سلام يا
sprays
مادا.
down for 3. Checks back over
سعد
to the
لي.
spike, and that will be the 4K for 4-round wins.
And it's again just fantastic
يعني سب ما انتبهت.
discipline
مين؟
from
هلا
NRG.
بغيل يلا
Having all of
حيها.
those flanks covered.
الله يعطيك
You know,
العافية.
XLG here
ما
has a
انتبهت
decent
والله
idea
العظيم
of
الصوت
picking
عالي
up.
حق
Maybe
البث.
if we can get in the back line, we can
الله
keep
يكثر
Rob
خيرك.
sleeping a little bit. Remove that ult, remove that Odin from the round. You know, the Sovas are want to go back to their attacker side spawn to go for that Hunter's Fury, but it's just read beautifully by NRG, and this is something that the desk was talking about that I
بس في
immediately
بيتهم
thought
مسوي
of when
واتش بارتي.
watching the VODs getting
ما
ready
تأهل.
for this is that I think NRG off their game a little bit. Shift the KJ over to the other side of the map, put some of that util over there, make that a little more untenable as a secondary option.
أو غير
for
الوغى
NRG.
كديفنت. أوكي.
And that seems to be what we're going to see here, but it's going to be a brawl.
Just quick tuck into the corner. See if there's any counter aggression coming their way
دقيقة،
down that A-long
ليش؟
position, but there is not. Quick TP just over towards this side of the map. Orb going to be grabbed up. Mata now getting the overdrive online. Gets the spot on the No Man. Just completely disregards that alarm bot. Sprints past it. Paranoia will flip just barely onto that KJ, but Heavyweight here behind the box. They're trying to be the lone defender, but it quickly will fall.
الراوند ده أنا أبغى أعرف ليش
Kill onto Ethan.
إيش الكول اللي
Spike once
جاء
again
من
opened up.
إيثن
Spike recovered.
إنه
Scuba
روتيت
now.
سي فاست بوش فول دبليو.
Launching out from garage and such a quick peek and a quick headshot. That's Raga dead on the floor. Just Lysor and Leo to try to see if they can pull anything off. Leo, the only one realistically with money, so both of them will just go ahead and make a quick exit back across towards the A side of the map. NRG 5-0.
And it's just this on-the-fly decision-making.
اوكي ذا راوند واحد
NRG
يكتب كليب.
that is so good.
ابغى ارجع لذا راوند بعد الجيم.
XLG does a lot of probably what you wanted to see coming out of that timeout. They take that A main control, but NRG's response is to just turn up the pace. And there's a deeper alarm bot than you would normally expect there. There's that early plant from No Man of that utility. And like you said, just disrespected. And that on-the-fly decision to just go past it, to don't give XLG the chance to get those rotations, because you know there's a much larger stack over on that A side, and you know you're going to the weak side. Might as well just go for it and see if you can catch them off balance. The confidence is flowing. You've already ran 4 rounds in a row. Just go for it. You've got the ult too. Mata.
He's on one.
He is.
And now he's on his feet.
Can see everything from up there.
ما شاء الله عليه متغير لاعب سله.
Hunter's Fury's been online for Brock for a while, but hasn't needed to really invest it yet. If it comes into play, XLG are able to find a couple kills. You think at this point they're going to be starting to feel it's going to feel necessary to try to invest some of these ultimates, is what I'm trying to say. But either way, No Man going to get caught right there at the front of the site, and there's the Hunter's Fury to clean up Happy Way as well. Ping reveal, but no one to play off of it. Lysor and Leo with those recovered weapons still in hand. Raga does have that overdrive, but is this a moment where you feel like you can invest it? ما
يحرك شبر والأودن جاهز. بروك الآن أنا رجل مهمات الصعبة يعني رمق الأخير. أوكي متنا أوكي يلا أنا عندي خلط أودن بس.
Raga good for 2, but Ethan there for the shutdown on the Lysor, and Raga will fall. 3 players surviving, 6-0. NRG continuing to maintain perfection on this attack.
Smoke
almost is starting to feel, whether intentional or not, that the call here is to just go for No Man, just go for the KJ, just disrespect the util, and see if you can just get the job done that way.
Attack.
You know, when No Man was over on A, they were attacking him. When he's been on C, they're just going at him, saying, you guys got to show that you can beat us. Lysor is going to grab that op. He's going to be posted top mid. An early stack towards C. Again, are they just going to keep digging into this well? A little bit of a change of position here for Happy Way.
Oh, timing nearly found Brock. Taking a half. Sending the drone forward as the spam does continue. Drone gets broken before it's able to really spot out anything, but it doesn't matter for Mana. He just continues to go sprinting forward, but Happy Way is able to find 2. Shut down onto the enemy Omen as well as that Neon. Now, as the blind up Kiko right there in his sights, XLG. At long last, looking to get themselves on the board, but Scuba, he's trying to play patiently, but WS Leo comes in from behind, denies the backstab, and Happy Way with 4 will get XLG their first round win.
And so what this took for XLG is just a little bit of a change in early position into the follow-up, into the protocol that Happy Way has for that round. He's got that early angle that he can spam.
بس كانوا اوريدي 3 هنا ولا؟
And then he shifts into the back. He just has such great angles there to do a ton of damage.
ترجع بالسفك هذا مو بالسفك هذا تشاينا.
There it is. Okay. We missed that.
We do. 0-5-4 at the moment. Let's see if he can get that off to sing in this round. Otherwise, 4 ultimates accrued for XLG. Can still very much rescue this half. Ooh. And Happy Way is just continuing right where he left off in the previous round. Ethan now dead on the ground.
The heroes maybe starting to come alive for XLG.
Counter spam, but countered in kind. Scuba taking low, tap of the plant. Kiko trying to see what he can get, and it will be the Hunter's Fury out. Very nicely played. Just alleviating some of the pressure that could still face them in this round.
That's so massive.
Now you can go for a lockdown. Will be traded, you would suspect.
Exactly. Getting into this space now, really far back on the C site. Our No Man and Happy Way. Gonna try to play anti-garage, but that was just some fake attention there. That's another thing about the Odin is it's making so much noise, you're just kind of attracted to it. It's like flies to bright lights.
Mata spotting out a couple. Kiko not quite going to get caught by that snake bite, so now invests the pit.
Okay.
Spam attempt to try to pick him off on the edge,
كل التيات
found. Now
الراوند
lockdown
نار.
going to be invested.
لا أنا أشوف ما يبش.
6 seconds remaining. Brock spamming, spraying, and praying, running out of bullets. The push coming through, and Brock gets a drawdown with the classic. The Tane is there on the keep, that will drop the pit. Zings it out. Starting to be chaotic. Mata detained there within window. The defuse being held. It's already up past halfway, and Happy Way with covering fire will keep it protected. From right out under their noses, getting caught by the KJ ult. XLG, they will be able to find a second round win.
Well, now they're starting to find the pulse of this game.
ما قد لعبت أي سلسلة من Resident Evil يا
hold their ground just a little bit. Find that little extra room on the map where they can go for that aggressive, quick attempt at the kill. And
wow.
a Happy Way. Oh my
والله
God.
هذه.
That third was filthy. NRG fans hoping that maybe.
See if they do. One away from guaranteeing lead at the half. Still have money fly up going into this round, so critically, we'll not be seeing an Odin in hand for Brock. It'll just be that Phantom. As Relay Bolt is out looking to delay this approach. Very quickly, NRG get themselves forward in the sewer. Singular shock dart, not going to do much to take that one down, so will have to be respected. NRG just now starting to scale forward, making sure there's no late linger, no tuck away over it long. Can now try to advance forward, but the Tane is already dealt with as the plant gets ready to come through. Enemy tag. Bottom to one, there's the reveal, but kill cannot be found. He looks himself back behind the box. Meanwhile, Raga, Happy Way, both gonna be struck down. Lysor still trying to play his way in through the connector as Scuba gets himself a second kill. It's gonna be Timmy the Turret to go ahead and finish the job. Backpedaling here from No Man, maybe could find a catch. Here's his movement, but also needs to hold on to the weapon. Maybe get a drop from a teammate, should it come down to it.
I'm worried about Lysor.
Just have that op. As they are just running right past No Man. Can he get a piece of the pie? Any kind of action coming his way? Looks like the answer is going to be no. Lysor, however, as you mentioned, maybe about to be at risk if he continues to slot forward. Doesn't even matter. The gun barrel's already spotted. And that is the operator left abandoned on the floor. 7-2, the timeout call, working a treat for NRG.
Yeah, just back to basics here for NRG. Throw down the lockdown, TP into the site.
Oh, he should never, ever be getting that.
What? Oh, Mata is
هذه ما
on
شفناها.
one. That is so good. Just shutting down that retake before it really ever comes to fruition. Never able to catch that player who had gotten ping revealed out. That was pretty easy going for NRG.
Once again, this operator being purchased. Raga just with the overdrive in the back pocket, otherwise a classic in hand.
And Raga's just playing in spawn, just waiting for the commit from NRG to pop his ult and maybe play kind of like a counter execute to see if they can shut down the plant before it even comes to fruition.
Couple on the angle. Brock likely to get thrown forward in the garage. Not going to be checking around the B site. Sending that through. Will get the spot on to Happy Way.
بخرم غريبة مو بأودن.
Quickly backpedal over.
الستايل تغير.
Meantime, the rest of NRG poking and prodding, trying to see if they can arise and get some util out of XLG on this A side of the map.
It's been relatively disciplined here from Leo. Still has the drone, still has his recon dart. Again, hoping that you can get some value out of Raga. And he's in the right place to do it, the right place to go huge. See if he can get the job done.
Go, go. 30 seconds left.
Relay not going to be clipping. Raga able to backpedal the overdrive now in play. There's the ping reveal. Mata just trying to evacuate. Rotates back around over towards the sewer side and just spams to a smoke to find Leo.
يا ولد اقسم بالله هذول يا اخي على كيفك ماذا؟
just leaping at him.
يمين بالله يرفعهم بالجنب.
They just dive on top of it.
وعايش الولد عايش ترى ها؟ ماذا ما مات.
They're having fun out there. That is for sure. At this point, No Man should be heading into the
يستهبل اقسم بالله يستهبل.
Try to keep this gun.
كيف كذا؟
They reinvested in that op after losing it in the previous round. And that cost their economy mightily.
هذا نفس المكان حقه كل
NRG
مرة.
wants to keep the op themselves. Mata was hanging on to it. Nope, going to switch back over to the rifle. So they stack up and look, and smiles, some laughter. No man, just hoping to keep this gun.
He should not be playing that far forward. Will wisely tuck away. 8-2 NRG.
تونا تبغى تتبند علمني ذا سهلة.
Trend upward. Take a look now at the money on
تتبند
the XLG side. It is not in a fantastic position.
السلام ورحمة الله.
No, and it's tough here for XLG because you're trying to rely on that Neon ult, and it never can do anything because you've given up so much space. Your reaction time here as Rarga is minimal. He even gets pinged out, so he has to try to be evasive to try to make sure that, you know, no one's going to just clip him off of that info. Ooh, a little bit of damage to Mata. He's going to go for more, though.
He's not going to be too concerned about that given the way that he's playing. TP forward from Ethan into the quick plant on the B site.
Ethan ولا عليه.
Try to get in a position to go for this retake, and it's a 3-player advance through A lobby to try to swing around the back. Meanwhile, Scuba nearby enough. Try to hold this line, has that outlaw in hand. And it's a great read because there's basically no armor available to XLG aside from No Man.
واو.
Into the spider's web they go, one after
لعبهم
the
بيرفكت
other.
يا عيال مرة، لعبهم مو بعشوائي ولا ديفولت وبعدين لا لعبهم بيرفكت، كل شيء دارسينه دراسة.
Leo with a backstab opportunity, but
يعني منظم.
the spot out the
سموكات الون واي اليوتيليتي بي.
way to try to exit. NRG
Ethan.
looking to make this a 10 into affair.
They are very much just in cruise control, and it's just little things that they're doing that are keeping XLG guessing. I love the way that they accelerate there with the Neon, throw up the smoke on the B site, make some noise, and that forces a shock dart out. Ethan's using his ult, so he just watches the shock dart lands in front of him. He says, no, I can just plant after my ult is done.
يعطيك اللي تبغاه.
And then we're
عنده
going
درون،
to be in
عنده
close
ريفيل،
play.
عنده
We've
توشك،
got all
كل
these
شيء
setups.
مناسب.
We've got this outlaw
ايش عاد تبغى انت؟
on the back. We've got just cannot find any value. They've got to get aggressive on the map somehow, some way.
كل الدنيا تنغفت مو بس سوبا.
Double outlaw. See if they can get some early punishes going.
الايجنت كلهم كانوا هنا. او بي سبام يوتل كلهم نزلوا هنا نفس الليفل.
Because they're just as good on the defender side. A lot of teams are probably a little more attacker sided on here. Oh no.
Just a high-low setup there at Platt, 1 kill apiece.
يلعبون 3 سي. سوبا سولو اي عشان عنده ريفيل.
Brock look at the hold at the sewer, the swing out.
Brock يشوف الميني
ماب. The mini map there, but No Man either way does find a critical timing. It's a kill back into their favor, but Mata here up in the heaven, unable to hold his own. Raga comes out on top despite having that health disadvantage. Keeps him in with a shout. It's now a 3v3 for XLG.
No Man has to win here.
Not Ethan.
تونا عليك سوالف.
One up, but still damage is found. Ethan down to 45, Kiko to 48, but Kiko still able to find a frag as Raga will fall the push into the corner. Scuba delivers the final nail. NRG, they will take both pistols and they will take themselves up to 11 round wins. 2 more to go to close out this map.
أنا أصلاً حتى أنا لما حتى أنا كل ناخذ الشوك وتحط الشوك تخمر ما تبغى يصير فيلم تفتح عينك. بس يعني أنت ما شاء الله نكست ليفل يا ولد. ما عليه.
On their map pick of Haven. We're seeing a bit of a force up from XLG.
سوبيا يا ولد قلل سوبيا. قلل. الخضرة ما هي طيبة.
Bucky, Stinger. So some firepower to be brought in.
But does this catch them off guard? Does NRG just fully anticipate this? Because I think it's going to be the latter.
This is the part of the map that XLG really likes to attack early on their attacker side is the mid area, and look how quick NRG is to react.
Fast lane through, Snakebite to try to slow things up. That alarm bot had gone off, and there's a spot on the one as Lysor just goes TPing forward by himself. Judge in the corner to clean him up, and Raga sliding across, has the Bucky and Mata! Has them all! Holds the choke, and guns down 3! And now it is just No Man rerouted through garage. Mata hot on the rotation, tucks away inside the window. Looks like No Man not quite going to play into his hands here, but
ودني يا بيس.
Still going to be playing into two. Ethan and Brock, the damage dealt, the spray down found. 12-2.
ودني يا بيس، ابغى اشوف هاربر من عند NRG، ابغى اشوف نيو هاربر ايش بيسوي. يا عيال اقسم بالله يا هاربر بعد البف اني لعبت فيه جيم، يمين بالله ما هو طبيعي. متحمس اشوفه في البطولة. يا ولد سموك زي برم 20 ثانية ويرجع لك السموك بعد 15 ثانية، والشيلد زادوا مدته، والوالش احكي لك. يا رب يلعبونه يا رب. واحد الوال ايش تشوف انت؟ الوال ايش تسميه؟ ما يسوي بلوك فيجن الوال، ولا انت لازم تشوف دائرات كذا تنزل تغطي؟ اذا شفت الدائره هذه خلاص نفسيتك ترتاح. الوال ترى بلوك فيجن، نفس كيت سايفر، نفس سموك جيت، نفس هي على المده وعلى الاستخدام، في النهايه بلوك فيجن. وباهين التويتش اشوى ما علق.
One of them going to be on this A site in Mata's hands again. Rock just jiggling the angle. Confirmation.
Clear and takes a shot to the foot. Drone now to try to check in towards sewer. Raga just to tuck away. Gets the peek over to Long as well and sees the scale forward. And there's the swing coming in. Just trying to get a relay pull out, but Mata not showing them any wiggle room. The push forward into the wall, cleans up the kill, slides in, does run out of shells, eventually will fall, but Kiko's here in hell. And he cleans up too. Now it is just No Man in no man's land. With the paranoia across, blinded up, deafened. Now spotted out as well. Trying to fish through with the backstab, getting ready to come in. As the knife will be out, Scuba there. Here's the tap of the plant, swings it and shuts it down. 13-2, dominance on display.
This team is just so fearsome on this map, and they are continuing to show us why they won a world championship. You know, it was resilience in Americas just to get here, going into that lower bracket. They are getting it done here today.
Well, XLG need to rally back, need to find victory on Abyss. We'll see if we can do it when we come back from the break.
إعلان يا عيال ها.
The hero from the previous round to try to guide them, and it looks like doesn't get the spot out. They will just go ahead, jump through. Scuba leading the charge, drawing the crosshairs for Kiko to go ahead and collect.
ما لعب هاربر.
Right now coming in, 4-player tower approach from XLG. They look to try to flood their way out.
والله توقعت يلعب بهاربر بدل فايبر.
All of them, but it's just the one kill found as Kiko will fall. Just a ghost lost and 2-0. Again, clean start for NRG.
طيب اقسم بالله يا الوال، شفت الوال؟
Doesn't overcommit when he sees those players pushing in towards B main. Just says, "Oops, I see the big stack. Let's go the other way." Doesn't, you know, try to
والله العظيم ما عنده
double kill or something like that.
والله العظيم فايبر مصيبة يا عيال.
With Scuba on the entry to A, gets a kill.
والله فايبر مصيبة اقسم بالله.
Just is basically round done and dusted. XLG tries to go for the flood, and that's going to give a few extra orbs over towards NRG. Start stacking up these ultimates that they are so efficient with, especially on this map. It's another reason you love the Tejo here. You can break open those doors, and it is something that NRG is really good at, is making you so uncomfortable in vent.
خليني أطفي ذا. لا خلاص.
You never know when that lurk could be coming
هو
through.
طافي أصلا.
And if they catch you in there, they're going to smother you with util.
Brock almost caught Raga. Put one into his shoulder. Just on the timing there, I don't even think Raga had really made any noise. Keeps a warning. He would be right to do so. 3 players lurking around this mid position. Stealth drone ends up getting cleared out.
ودي اشوف بروك يلعب شيء غير سوفا يقدر.
More pressure off of that. Oh, Kiko able to get out of there,
but do they read that No Man's going to be on their heels this quickly?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Seems like Scuba about to check back in for this one, but eyes are tied to the wrong angle. Lysor at the same time up top over the box, able to find Mana. Goes for the entry. The cleanup is there. Now it's a 3v5 for NRG. Trying to get this bonus converted. Flash sent up and over the top. Raga able to collect one. Lysor gets another. Now just Ethan.
سموك الأسطر مرة فنان.
Absolutely and certainly screwed in this position.
سموك الهيب اللي في السايد.
Grab the orb and see if he can get anything else, but it's getting spammed down even lower. The spot on the one, but No Man has the cleanup, and XLG this time around are able to get themselves on the board nice and early.
Yeah, and this is something that we didn't see much on Haven is the confidence to get aggressive on the map. And this time, they're going to let No Man off the leash just a little bit, and he pulls right back. He gets his kill. He's got his piece. Guys, this might be a B lean with the way that, you know, they're kind of seeing the positioning and things like that with the util. They do a good job just knocking him out of the round there. And something that both teams really like on this map is that mid space, is that mid congestion. I mean, look at the map right now. Look at where XLG is positioned. 3 players in mid. They love to have control of that territory. Oh, they're on the hunt.
That they are. We'll have the relay that there's a drone going out towards that B main. So wrap around the back, going to look to try to get a catch.
والله الوالي اللي يجبرك ما تقدر تبش اليمين.
For the moment, holding
كديفندر زي XLG ما تقدر.
I'm not sure if he's going to be ready for 2 players to come swinging out.
This is definitely a little unorthodox. So XLG showing that they have done.
They're going to try to drone him out, and there's a swing coming through, but Brock just massacres them. Ignores the drone. Eyes focused on the players, cleans them up. Nice and easy, and Scuba finds Raga at the same time. What a play for Brock.
قدامه ويشيل 2 في
And that just seals the round.
My jaw was on the floor. I think this is a pretty good macro idea from XLG. Should be at worst a trade, you would think, but the Champions MVP had other thoughts. Unreal.
Just disgusting from him. And it's a great idea from XLG. Get the drone, make him uncomfortable. And he's got eyes on it first. Meanwhile, Mana, not sure where he was going. But will be Leo traded out in the end. As the spike will go off and NRG will secure a 3-1 lead.
Crazy. Just, it's everything for NRG.
ما ده الظهر قايم من الكرسي يمشي قدام.
Little things that they do so well in the macro, in the big picture, but this time it's the micro, it's the individual effort. Oh.
يا عيال الكروسير حقه يقول انه ما هو بلم.
Yeah.
Oh.
يا حبيبي.
Reset. Second kill.
كروسير
has that bait for Scuba to cleanly scale forward into the site.
And that's something they do incredibly well. Is Mata's so
نجر ستريمر عندنا هذا يبث.
Spotting out that player. They're able to use that util to either smother their opponent out or at least NRG create space.
أمريكا.
Love to have him on the waylay. Not consider him to be the best waylay in the world, and hard to argue with it sometimes, that's for sure. Continuing to get more and more ults going. Both Hunter's Furies in play, but Ethan also has the Armageddon. And that's going to be able to create space.
استكت حكك ترى.
See how they want to navigate all this. Seems like they're setting up for some kind of big B execute.
الكلام اللي ارسلته ما طلع.
Again towards that window to see if there's another push from XLG, to see if they're going to double down on that. Realize that it was a good idea, just didn't go their way.
Swap of the weapons as Mana joins in on this side of the map, just passing that out all into Brock's hands. As Armageddon pushing him away from that connector side. Waylay go up and over.
أجبرهم يلعبوا سايت يطلع برا.
Is able to find one happy way. Similarly,
يا حبيبي التريد. يا حبيبي التريد. يا حبيبي 2v2 صارت 2v2.
Swiftly does end up falling. So considering going for the dash to try to close the gap. Stealth drone sent out around the opposite side. There's the push coming through. Brock a little bit too late to try to save his IGL's life. Does bring it now into a 1v1. Both Sovas to try to play this out. Recon available for the side of Leo. So it will just be the drone over the top. The shot unable to be found. Recon gets the spot. The push coming in. Shocker to try to soften up into the spray down. Brock, another multi-kill round. It's another round locked up for NRG.
It's the individual efforts for NRG that are winning rounds now. Pretty good ideas from XLG. I like the way that they play around this box, where this time they kind of remember back to the pistol that, okay, if we just go into that back corner, it's not going to work. Instead, they reposition. Happy Way bounces back up on top of the box, and they get a fair exchange, better than a fair exchange. They come out with the player advantage, but XLG can't get it done in the long run. I know it. And that's calls that he can make, you know, as that entry duelist.
What is this, though? Mana has the spike in hand.
Okay.
He's dropped it just outside of B, so it looks like he's going to try to maybe go for a fake. I think I'm just trying to pull.
السبايك طايح في مكان. أنا توقعت ماذا ياخذ السبايك يموت في السايت.
There goes the TP as well as Ethan gets the spray down onto No Man. Stealth drone in, finding the suppress. Kill comes across, and now it is just Lysor alone at A main. While NRG quickly get their ducks in a row and get ready to attack B.
It's a read that No Man wants that orb so he can get his ult. They've got a play to shut it down.
Up and over, Will operator. Looking for the lob in on that saturate, would have connected. So quick TP to exit from Raga, but it's not too far off. Points in here at the connector, and now tries to go for the peek. The puncher onto Kiko is just fishing through the smoke. Kill goes his way. Operator now lost. The flank will get broken down. Brock on the floor. An opportunity perhaps here for XLG, but his happy way goes out. He's alone. Leo's been held at bay by Mata, who very much gets himself on the board with these 2 kills. Now the spot out the he forward off the side of the map. Oh, we might be getting a little silly, but the round is still NRG's.
Oh, Scuba. Oh no.
He just, you know, he really wanted Mata to get the last kill.
Yeah. He felt bad. You know, Mata was having a little bit of a tough go of it in the kill department. Mata plays this round extremely well. The spot there.
Can't exit, can't dash.
Finisher. But Mata plays this corner. He disrupts the timing for the swing from Heaven.
There goes my hero. There's no bushes at the bottom of that one.
الحلو انهم عايشين جو.
Dominance on display from NRG, just surrendering.
والله NRG مسوين جو اقسم بالله. غير ان لعبه حلوه لهم فنان. البلاي ستايل حقهم. واو بغى يجيب جابها.
trying to find a kill of his own.
عاش.
He'll get tagged up, but manages to TP back over to safety.
Use this to set up your convergent paths here as XLG.
Leo able to find Mata. Plant now getting ready to come through, but Leo going to be on the trade as Raga just going for the exit here within the smoke. The clone out, up over the top, the counter spam. Respecting his position, takes him to 56, has the spot on to Kiko, but confirm the kill. Now, the push forward, the gun he's so damn low. Eventually will fall, but No Man now. Arriving when they need him the most, the pit's still going to be there in their faces. Saturate lobbed over to the side, but Brock pulling back, further disconnected position, not going to get spotted, and gets a fadeaway shot on the Lysor. And now it is just down to No Man, who has that kill, but cannot find Scuba.
7-1.
Not fast enough. 7-1. XLG have to be scratching their heads. They have to be considering the second and final timeout.
I think there's a lot of confusion in the XLG camp right now on how they want to do things. You know, Raga just commits to all of this. It feels like he's trying to use the dimensional drift to set up for that convergent pass from the mid-bend window. But they never really get on the same page with all of it. He just sticks in there and is trying to cause chaos. Happy Ways diving in, but it doesn't look organized. It doesn't look efficient. Meanwhile, NRG absolutely do.
Drone cleared, TP out. Will arrive over towards backside, but Mata just double dashes, gets himself into position. Now there's a poison orb that they're going to have to try to push through. Shock darts, just a bit too deep. It's an off default plan from Rock. Get the spike in play. Wrap around the back, long rotation here from No Man.
ما ده غلطة ترى.
Ready to square off against Ethan.
ما ده رجل بغوي.
Ethan pulls away. There's a window of opportunity potentially there on that flank, but Kiko snappy on the readjust for that shot, but Happy Way and Lysor answering back in kind. No Man now arriving. Striking the final shots. Is unable to find Brock, and now the 2v2. Happy Way up over the top.
One enemy remaining.
Gets himself into a 1v1. The smoke there, the cosmic divide going to be invested. The jump forward. And Happy Way has the headshot.
جابها.
What a play from him to get the
expensive round بس يسوى ايكو بنفس الوقت.
A thrifty on the back of this
Astra. ما في أسترا لهم.
XLG will find a second round win as chaos explodes on this map.
That's classic.
ما شفنا منظور ما شفنا منظور بروك.
And he's in a clutch and he gets his ult. He'll sometimes just throw it. He'll just go for it.
يا أخي لا
And I was gonna be so ready to just sing NRG praises again with the way that they're watching for the lurks and all this other stuff, but like you called it, Ethan just pulls off right at the wrong moment. It looked like it might not have mattered because Kiko got so fast.
الولد قام قال والله ما خليها في خاطري.
The sheriffs to get involved. Now you're trying to just dash on in. Mata through. Poison orb there. Guide him in, and Kiko's got his back.
And he does.
يا أخي أقسم بالله الإكسكيوت حقهم. شوف السموك، شوف وين راح الزق.
Mata protected, takes a tiny bit of damage, and now you've got the convergent path set up for this post plan. Similarly, one away from having a hunter's fury.
دقيقة بلا أسوي لك كليب ذي، سوي كليب بالراوند.
Sending him out, trying to slow things down. A swing onto the corner. Raga eliminated. No man now gone. Lysor. So much work to be done. A 2v4. The snake bite layered in. Just delay tactics on delay tactics. As the shock dart would land, would find a kill. There's a salvo on top of it all. Line up Larry's for days, but it's round after round going the way of NRG. Now up to 8 is Mata. Can he take away the final weapon? Tries to go for the free fire and will eventually fall.
قال لك
I
السموك.
don't think he's going to be too bothered about that.
إيه بس السموك كيف قدر يسوي له لاند برا الماء بالسموك؟
Great setups, the convergent.
وبعدين راح ألت في السموك. يا حبيبي. شو.
Take for XLG, something I'm sure that's in the back of their minds is they don't want to let NRG get comfortable in those post plants because of the rain of
يعني تخلف جامد.
that will come their way as they try to get into that defuse. And now NRG is just over-committing to the flanks because they know how important it is for XLG to get back in there to disrupt those post plants because of all that utility.
There they are.
Nothing seemingly going XLG's way. Have some ideas, but NRG is always a step ahead.
مو من غفورنا ما يمديك تعلق الون واي وإنه ما يمديك تخليه على اوبجكتيف ما هو في الماب. فكيف ثبت السموك ما طاح؟ شكل السنتر كان جوا الماب والثاني برا الماب، عرفت؟ النص اغلب السموك جوا السايت عشان كذا ثبت. لكن في الميني ماب طالع انه لا مختلف شوي. يوم شفنا الاعاده لا البلاي ستايل حق NRG عيال مستحيل والله.
Almost have to with the way things are going. You got to throw everything in the kitchen sink in these rounds.
Spawn the one and Raga, he's widely stuck in position, doesn't have an exit strategy, so it's going to be up and over the top.
يا حبيبي اليوتل.
Able to find the one happy way here on high. Comes up with 3. And blink and you miss it. It's another MasterCard Thrifty here at the hands of XLG.
Oh, the timing this time for Happy Way, very good.
أنا ما بدي أقول يا حبيبي اللي يوتل كذا لفيت رجعت الراوند خلص. ألو كيف كذا؟
Oh, and the reaction there on the pop out of the smoke from Kiko, so good, and that allowed him to triple down. We're able to get in towards window. So some of that good macro coming in, and XLG needs this 4th round.
That they do.
هذا سوى انسبكت بالجدج.
That judge not going to find much value at all as Lysor forward onto the box. Cleans up the enemy waylay. Hunter's Fury fishing for a little bit more. Brock doing very much the same on the opposite side, but Kiko able to stabilize just fast enough to take down Leo. Brings it into a 3v3.
يا الحبيب تعال بكره.
Coming through, Happy Way watching the angle, trying to get the reset, but Ethan will be able to strike him down. 2v2 now.
2v2.
As the B site completely
Ethan يبغى
opened up
بلانت.
the plant, and that's going to give him the Armageddon for the post.
إيثن بس يطلع دورني. إيثن إيش معك؟ معك درون؟ معك روكت؟ معك الألت؟ ومعك الستن.
Getting caught, just a full disconnect. You still have
دورني.
the stealth drone, the stun, the Armageddon, a recon, 2 shocks here for NRG.
وتو شوك.
Feels like XLG absolutely try to close the gap on this. Armageddon going to be cycled in first. Lysor checking, seeing
والدرون جاك ما في أحد. الروكت وصل والشك وصل.
Raga taking low. The smokes at this betting, but Raga still able to hold his own. Finds the headshot as Ethan tries to separate.
يا أخي يا اخي يا اخي يا اخي يلعن ام الشغله والزقاقه دورني هنا ارمي لي هنا رماه فسخ النظاره رماه رمى بالحدايين وملابسه كل شيء رموا وسوى لك باونس ستن وبيكم 1 باي 1 لان الثاني ما يقدر يفايتون مع بعض ليه ما عاد في تايم لازم يروح هاف.
Saw it from Brock earlier, but this time it's the IGL.
والله العظيم.
9-3, not a 10-2, but XLG similarly need to come back in, fired up, and win a pistol round. Can they do it? We'll find out after the halftime break.
يلا اعلان الهاف اعلان البريك.
In their favor, absolutely needing it here to rally back on this abyss.
And there's so many compounding problems again for XLG. NRG very good on this defender side. They're going to throw a lot of weird little tricks at you. They're so good at mid control. If you try to take any of your own, something XLG really likes to do on this map, they've got a lot of great ideas on how to do a little bait and switch, how to get Mata into position, shut you down from time to time. But here, a little bit of an interesting start. 2-2-1 on the defender side for NRG. You can see that Leo was going for a bit of an explore, but couple smokes are going to keep anybody from seeing each other on either side of the coin. Instead, XLG just going to commit 5-man stack in Kiko's direction, but the players are already leaning this way for NRG.
Three nearby to try to slow this up. Quick entry coming through, and Kiko going to be caught there. No man just forward into the smoke, and Raga able to find Mata at the same time. Best odds at a pistol win that XLG have had all series long. Plants in, Brock trying to find something, but will fall to the wayside. It's still 5 players alive and well here for XLG. Raga will eventually get taken down, but the cleanup is there. And XLG at long last get themselves a pistol.
And this time, it's NRG that feels a little disconnected in terms of the timings. You know, when Kiko's TPing in to try to make his move, he gets caught. Yeah, he gets spotted as he's doing it, and that throws everything kind of off balance as you're trying to create a push there to open up a little bit of extra space for that follow-up rotate that's coming in behind you. Just isn't able to get going, and XLG just a little bit ahead of the ball.
Come on, guys.
They're going to get themselves a chance to get within 5, 4. And everybody on NRG, I think, considering a trip off the edge of the map potentially.
But I actually like the delay because you do have, you know, you basically are forcing some util out. Granted, playing this far away, you're not going to be knowing exactly what's being invested here, but drones out, that's going to be another reinvestment. Just, you know, try to chip away at the money where possible.
For sure. You're definitely getting a little bit here and there.
But looks like they might actually try to go for this.
No, maybe.
Okay. Seems like they want to just open up the A site, see if they can get a flood retake going should they hear that tap, but Gamble on the wrong side of the map. Now we'll look to try to play this one out. Way in mid, not going to be able to find a catch. Just going to be full 5-player death ball approach through that mid connector. Salvo going to be invested on the side. A little hip fire, Raga able to find himself 2 kills. Back pedals, goes fishing for a little bit more. Lysor able to find a piece of the pie. And Raga with 3 will eventually get taken down for the round. It still goes the way of XLG. Now just 4 away from tying it up.
Okay, things going very nicely in XLG's favor. Lysor actually on top of the server right now.
جاب البستل
with 13, so definitely XLG is in play. Just have to wait and see how this next round goes. You can see already that some of that early main aggression that NRG loves to bring on this abyss being thought about over on the A side, but XLG can maybe just do a little death balling, try to create some chaos. Scuba behind the mark there, clearing the drone, so.
Brother try to delay, double dash, going through, refract, just back out, while Scuba seeing the TP, anticipate that Lysor is going to be there above the smoke now falling, Scuba able to readjust, finds himself a second.
3v3.
The numbers evenly matched.
مع الديلي.
Recovered the plant, bit of 2 in the hands of
والله ذكي.
Just reading Lysor's position, spams him out through the smoke.
يعرف وين يسوي سبام، يعرف الكومن انجلز. هذا اللي يفرق بين لاعب ولاعب.
Up, salvo down, no man. And he pushed forward, but Kiko right there around the corner.
الله
Open and
أكل
ready
هوا.
to take him out. And Ethan on the approach
أكل
from
هوا.
behind will find the kills. So 3 players surviving. Bonus conversion not to be found. NRG will close this one out.
يعني الجيم اليوم كله 2-0 يا عيال.
A nice stabilization there for NRG. It looked like this one could be a bonus going in the favor of XLG. We'd have a definite map on our hands had that been the case. They overstack the default side of the site. But then it's just a really nice retake in terms of using all that extra util that you have built into this comp to clear space. It's a paranoia down one side, a stealth drone down the other to clear things in on the dice that are over on the B site. And then you're trying to get even further forward scaling. And you've got XLG pinned in the back because of that. And they're just so efficient. Plus Ethan's awareness is off the charts, and he is one of the smartest players that we have in Valorant. He's one of the best big game players on top of it.
Taking that back.
Too true. Well, now a bit of a high-low. Mata here on the corner. Will be the dimensional drift out from Raga, however, to spot them both. Be a quick little fadeaway and a reposition. And Scuba now needing to hold his own. No man starting to scale, trying to go ahead and close the gap. And will be Raga on the exit, able to find the enemy Viper. 3v5 for the attempt at the retake. Heal on the one, but out of sight. Behind the box. Fine to punish.
Spike planted.
Still long flank coming in from Kiko. I believe that this has been heard. Leo there in mid, goes for the peak, has the shot. That should pretty much be the final nail on this round, but Brock is still fighting. Oh, found himself a second.
1v3 حسب 1v2.
NRG could have made a real go of this, but instead Ethan will just stay tucked back. As XLG continue to try to fight their way back into this map.
Yeah, the fact that you're able to fast track Rarga's ult gives you so much extra oomph on these executes. They're able to identify and clear out the players on site very quickly. Because of that, Leo is going to find Ethan in the long run, so no guns carried over for NRG. 6-10. Starting to feel like this might be doable. I'm starting to see some really nice things that, you know, for XLG, their game plan just seems to be stick together. Let's just have some good executes. Doesn't matter, you know, if we run into the strong side or the weak side. We're going B a bunch. Seems to be working. There's going to be a timeout in response.
تو سموك اللي عندهم اللي قاعدين يسموه أسترا لما قاعد يسمك مد قاعد يجبر إيثن الراوند اللي راح إيثن إيش سوى دروه مد. ليش؟ لأن أتوقع بس اللي صار نفس ما تغير شيء. اصبر الا غيروا بس صاروا يلعبون مد. الحين الأسترا بيسمك سموك مد بس صاروا بيلعبون مد عشان ما يخلونه يحرق الدرون حقه وشكله بيدرون بي سايت الحين. وات ذا هيل
Abandons the ambiguity of it all, and Happy Way will just scale the stairs, find the kill. Mata taken down.
التايمات الراوند اللي بعده على الباي مو بذا راوند.
I don't think Ethan's Bucky as well likely to find too much value as XLG continue to scale forward in mid and could just go for the quick pivot over towards the A side of the map.
والله ودي إذن يقرأ اللعب. إذا ما سمكوا يعني بيبشون. إذا سمكوا they will go B. أتوقع.
Lambs to the slaughter. Scuba had already been heard, and Ethan to that range won't be able to get that shotgun to do too much of anything. Find themselves in a pretty awkward position here to NRG. As Brock, just a classic in hand, alone at the base of tower. Trying to see if he can catch somebody off guard. Raga, oh, there's the spot out. The drop down eventually finds a headshot.
Brock, لا ما تبصش.
Basically be a flawless round here for XLG to continue trim away at this gap.
Looking to try to avoid any contact, at least for now. Recon dart will make Ethan a little bit curious. Swaps to the Bucky. Not ready for it.
Well, it's a bit too close up, so there's the flawless confirmed. For XLG, 3 rounds away now, but NRG, timeout call to anticipate.
طالع فيه قال والله شوفك شيء يا ورع.
So far,
عصب الصين.
look like they're going to be leaning in towards an operator.
No.
والله التوقيت لا بالعكس كويس وبيأخرونا زيادة. ساعة بيخلونا بدال 8 12 بيكون 9 1. لا 9 12 بدال 8 11. لأن أنا أجي بعد التراويح إلا اللي ما بالأول مخلص اليوم. بغير واله.
Dart is pinging. Ethan and Scuba both going to be taken down. Mata able to find one. Happy Way dead at the bottom of mid. Goes forward to try to get on the flank here with Kiko, but had taken damage. Down to 45 is the NRG duelist.
ما حسيتهم يرتاحوا فايبر في الديفندي الآن ما في منها فايدة. لو يروح فايبر أي ترست. والله يروح الفايبر أي عيال اللي يحطوا له بأي طريقة زفت كذا مثلا. ما يدبر نفسه يخلي يدبر الليلة يصرف نفسه عاد. نايس.
finds another kill. No man dead. The double dash forward. Raga trying to hold his own.
صادة.
In position as Mata rewinds right into his crosshair.
كيف راح الراوند ولد.
Raga and XLG continue marching their way back into this map.
And it's still a lot of the same kind of ideas for XLG. They're just going to group up, pick a site, and challenge NRG. Defy them to stop it, because so far they can't. From Marga. He is really starting to feel it. He is caught up to Lysor in the kills department. Only one behind him there. He's looking really sharp and steady and stable and aware. This is the first time we're seeing a little bit more of a spread here for XLG. They're starting to think a little bit differently.
This is also where things get very chaotic. Both teams are one charge away from having full 5 ultimates online. Mata just cheating on this corner. If he swings out wider and wider, might be able to catch a glimpse here on the Lysor when he does. That's a spike now spotted. Gets out with little exit play. Spike will be recovered at the same time, just walking forward steadily. Leo holding W. Gets himself all the way over towards backside.
مسلمين إليهم.
Scuba boosted up on top of the box. Has he spotted a pixel out of place?
شافه رايفل.
Reading this or has seen it, but they're not going to pursue deep enough for him to spring the trap.
Going to get the lean in.
The plant coming through in no man's hands. But now they're just trying to couple in with that Hunter's Fury, try to get a catch. Scuba tucking back, avoids the saturate.
جابوا العيد. XLG جابوا العيد.
After getting tagged up.
XLG جابوا العيد. اصبر باقي معهم الويلي.
Putting him down to 45. Paranoia through towards tower, only going to be catching onto the clone is now.
3 التيات راحت.
Gets sent in. Leo finding one. Kiko trying to fight back. He gets stunned up here on the corner. Cannot get that crosshair swung around fast enough. Leo ends up falling. A 3v2 with 2 players down so very low. Just 50 health now. Brock down to 9. So much damage dealt.
راوند راح ولا
XLG should be well poised to close this out. The bound forward, but Brock somehow finding the shots. Swap of the weapon for Happy Way, but the defuse still not held up to half. Pushing forward frantically, trying to find something.
السموك خلاه يحك الجدار يقول في شيء مسوي بلوك.
How in the hell have they won that?
كيف جابوا راوند والله؟
Make it make sense. It looks so good for XLG. I love the way they think about this round. They know that there's so many
XLG جاب العيد من يوم الويلي وقف الديفيوز وراح. اليورو قلت بدري. قلت والسوفا قلت. الويلي تحمس بيسوي فولوب. لو انتظروا شوي الويلي سوى بلانت ثم اليورو قلت والويلي قلت اليورو وطلع وهو مرتاح والسوفا قلت. كومبينيشن خلينا جابوا راوند ولا اليدين حرقت. بس كان يبغى لهم يضبطون استعمال اليوتر مع بعض صراحه. كبشوا جتهم الركب ما تدري ايش صاير فيه.
NRG are looking to take this up to match point.
Mata. Love these little bait and switch positions here. Combo.
Sat right on the corner. We'll get the catch and we'll just have to use the double dash to get himself out towards safety. Armageddon at the same time. Called in to try to escort them forward. Leo still able to win out for 1, so ends up being A 1-for-1 exchange. At the same time, Constant Divide called in on the B site. The scale forward is there. As XLG tries to get the plant in play. Taking down Kiko. Train it out as well. It's just an absolute bloodbath. The spike now dropped up top.
الو
Hit blooming from Scuba, immediately going to be abandoned as they rotate across towards tower. Learning where the spike had been dropped. Raga jumping up to his demise. And it is just no man, the double face that killed a Scuba. And match point now in the hands of NRG.
ما اصلا السبكتيتر
I think it's crumbling for XLG. It looked like they had recovered, but they had the spike in Lysor's hands the whole time. And he TP's up on the Raptor.
سبيس كي يغير اللعيبه ما بيلعب. تغييرات شغاله الاعاده لازم. هذا الاعاده من بدايه الراوند.
Oh my.
So very close. Nearly having them lined up, but it's a great double face for NRG.
نبغى نغير الكاميرامان. ايوه يسكب 6000 كيلو ويجيب اخر كلين. يعطيكم العافيه. فتحت باب التقديم يعني اللي بيقدم يقدم يعطيني السي في حقه.
Of getting us to Pearl, of getting a victory here in their opening series. Attempt at it at least, but Scuba now going to be taken down. That should give NRG
copy paste
ideas.
بس تمشي.
Scrambling to get into position, but the ult's committed to. And this is XLG in position. Plant again.
هم متعمدين يخلوني ريتيك. ماشي الليله ماشي ماشي اشكال. نو بروبليمو. بس ايش عندك؟
To be spotted there, but might be able to find a massive backstab opportunity. Strone spotting out on the two, has the dart to Mata. The TP forward into the smoke, sees it all. Believe he gets a follow-up beat as well. But Kiko, he just shrugs it off. He's out there in the open. There's a spotlight on this man, pinging his position in real time. He will finally fall, but man, he made XLG sweat. Should have never been able to get kills in that spot, but XLG not done yet.
اي راوند عبود اللي راح حق الريتيك.
Little dicey there for just a brief moment for XLG, but that long lurk from no man comes to fruition. Lysor on his feet wants to try to rally the troops.
عطنا كليب طيب عبود.
Okay, love the fake here. This is something that I thought could be used against NRG when I was watching their VODs.
Oh no, these rounds have been so damn scrappy.
Yeah. So I think you're seeing them kind of flirt with some ideas in terms of just buying armor and going with what you can. You know that NRG's economy is also going to be in the bin, so
you can keep running this. XLG, they can get themselves into a pretty decent ult economy as well.
نفس
الوال 3 away from having divergent paths. Leo 2 off the Hunter's Fury. Drone to try to lead the charge here as Brock will quickly backpedal his way up into tower. Just the two bandits, all the firepower that they have, and for the moment, really on this side of the map. Scuba going to be taken down, trying to go for the flank. Happy Way handles mid. Now it's just Ethan and Mata trying to see if they can make something happen. Bit of a ring around the rosy here, riding the rope up the top. Happy Way checking, not spotting anything. Ethan has to read this, does, but cannot win it out. Happy Way with a 3K. Now just Mata jumping off the side of the map, not willing to give them the ult charge. A flawless round for XLG. Off the back of NRG's timeout, but now we go into the buy and see if NRG can bring this to its conclusion. XLG will be knocking on the door of overtime.
Now you're going to be able to get into all those rifles. It's XLG. Can get this round to go, you're going to give yourself economically a great chance, a great look at overtime. It's a matter of
يلا راوند هذا هو اللي علينا. بيسوون نفس الاسلوب بيروحوا لي فيكون ولا لا والعالم. خلك على هذا الوال ما الوال ذاك الزق.
Just Brock all on his own. Here at A.
وبروك كالعاده الحاله.
A lot of early pressure. Here comes some of that mid aggression, some of those mid plays that XLG really favors. But look at the response from NRG.
Oh, he's just forward in the tower, looking for a catch from Brock, able to backpedal fast enough. Now has to be
okay, nice.
Never mind, the double face into mid. Kiko once again covering for his teammates. Finds that kill, and the crunch is looking fantastic as Kiko comes up with 3.
GG.
And the game plan, the strategy is sound as all hell for NRG. No man now. A 1v4 looking like an impossible task. As NRG will not go hunting, they will pump the brakes, plant themselves in position, and wait for no man to misstep. Swing the corner, and Keiko gets it, the 4K to close it out. 13-10, a damn solid rally back attempt from XLG on their map pick. But as was stated, this is still comfortable territory for NRG.
Absolutely. NRG
مبروك NRG باقي لهم فوز يتأهلون. في السويس اللي يفوز مرتين يتأهل، اللي يخسر مرتين يطلع.
Two masters to try to defend that champions title.